This is Jesus Christ Triple X. In this video, I will be exposing California's prostitution loopholes, and I will be talking to you about how you can beat an undercover prostitution sting for California. But before I continue, I would like to let you know this is not legal advice. This is for educational and informational purpose only. I do not guarantee any accurate, truthful, or factual information. I would like to introduce you to my blog, Prostitution Loopholes Exposed. But before I go any further, I would like to say, please go to my blog. It has the information you need. And please read it. It will help you to understand this video in depth. You might wonder, if there's a gigantic prostitution loophole in California, why don't any attorney talk about it? I believe they belong to a secret society under the Vatican, and they are not allowed to talk about. I believe they took a blood oath to never reveal about California's prostitution loophole. If they ever do, I believe the secret society threatened them that they will get their brains blown out like JFK. That's why they have to tell you it's illegal, and that's all they can tell you. They will not show you the prostitution loophole, and they will not share with you about the truth about the person. So let's get into the prostitution loophole. Where is it found? It's found in California Penal Code 25-29.8. And he said that all persons are capable of committing crimes, except those belonging to the following class. And he said 5. Persons who committed the act or make omission charged through misfortune or by accident when it appears that there was no evil design, intention, or corporate negligence. So it's saying there that if the person committed the act of prostitution, it's not a crime. They cannot be charged with a crime. I put on the video right there. You can read it. So let's go to California Penal Code 647B. I'm not going to read you the whole thing. What is the most important point? That no agreement to engage in the act of prostitution shall constitute a violation of this subdivision unless some act in addition to the agreement is done within this state in furtherance of the commission of an act of prostitution. So you have to comprehend or understand the word engage. Engage means to put under pledge, to place under obligation to do or forbear doing something. That is found in Dean's Law Dictionary, version 81. So, to make sense of it, which one? Is it positive or negative? The positive meaning is put someone under pledge. The second meaning means to pledge to forbear from doing something. So if you read the California Penal Code 25-29.8, it said that someone doing the act commit the act, it cannot be a crime. So this prostitution law is written to outlaw those that do not commit the act of prostitution. The crime is not doing the act. There's no crime to do the act. Because the word engage means to put under pledge to forbear from doing it. And then what the word violation means. The violation is failure to do the act. That's what the word violation and guilty mean. I studied that. It's a breach of agreement. I studied in the legal dictionaries about the word violation and the word guilty. So, do you qualify for California's prostitution loophole? And the answer is no. You do not qualify for California's prostitution loophole unless you are a government employee. It said that the word persons include a corporation as well as a natural person. You do not have a corporation inside you and a natural person inside you, because the word include, it can mean to contain, but it also could mean to be a part of. If you're not a part of a corporation and a natural person, you are not a person. So you don't qualify for California's prostitution loophole. California's prostitution law do not apply to you. The cop, on the other hand, do qualify as a person because he belongs to the city, town, or county, which is a corporation, and the natural person, which is the state of California. What is a natural person? A natural person is an estate or trust formed by natural events like birth, death, and insanity. And the state of California is a good guardian lunatic state because the people don't know the difference between themselves and the persons. They use language wrongly, so they are lunatic. So the cop is qualified for California's prostitution loophole. The politicians, the judges, the government employee, but if you're not a person, you're not qualified for it. So it don't apply to you. You have it. You have the loophole. You got the freedom to participate or to perpetrate sex work or to commit sex work. So you will not find anywhere because most people don't read the statute. They assume it's illegal. And it's not really illegal because if you re-study it, yes, it may be illegal for the attorneys because that's their private bar policy. But if you're not a member of bar, it's not illegal for you. It's just that the prostitution convictions are based on fraud. The prostitution arrest is based on fraud. Okay, you might wonder, what should I do? You know what? Go to my website, get a copy of the penal statute, put on a piece of paper, so you can explain to the vice cop if you get caught in a prostitution thing. Ask them to call the prosecutor and talk about it. So the crime is not doing the act of prostitution. You can explain to the cop and let the prosecutor decide. Other than that, if I go seek escort services, I will ask if they're undercover cop or not. Why? Because I don't want to involve the state, because he say that if it's a commission in furtherance of agreement of an act of prostitution, then it is a crime. So I'm trying to save the vice cop from committing the crime. That's why I ask if they are undercover cop or not. It's not because I have a guilty conscience. I just don't want the undercover cop to be committing the crime of prostitution, because the cop is the one that is the guilty one in a prostitution thing. I'm not a guilty one. And any funds paid by the state for the act of prostitution is criminal. But if it does not involve the state of California, it's not criminal, because the agreement to engage in the act of prostitution is not criminal. And I go into that, why that's going on. And then if you get arrested, I recommend you do the triple X signature, put a hyphen, sign your name in all lowercase, first hyphen, middle, colon, last. Why? Because it's not giving the signature. The Joker attorney from the Legend of Oz needs to make a negotiable instrument. Yes, the crime of prostitution involves a negotiable instrument. What happens? The Joker attorney take a porn movie agreement behind the scene, and you don't see it through the person because the person is part of a corporation. And under UCC, it can issue a negotiable instrument. Then when you do not become a prostitution porn star, the state of California could go after you because your fiction have agreement with another fiction for and you supposed to supply a prostitution porn video. And what happened is it got trafficked, it got reassigned, and it got sold on the secret society exchange. It was bought and sold, the porn movie agreement. Finally, the state of California purchased it. And when you do not supply the prostitution porn video, the state of California will press criminal charges. If you elect a jury, the jury is to determine if you are capable of being held to the agreement of the negotiable instrument. Just like if you don't have an apple orchard and you have no means of obtaining apples, they cannot hold you to the agreement. If you have an apple orchard or you have the means to obtain apples, they can hold you to the agreement. That's what the jury is there for. There's no jury nullification because it's under admiralty. So if you don't want to be a prostitution porn star, sign your name in all lowercase. Because if you don't, and you are found guilty, you're gonna have to pay fine, go to John schools, etc. You might have to end up in jail. So what I recommend you to do is bring the statute there. If the cop arrests you, then show them the statute. Tell them to call the DA to talk to them about, because the cop do not know what the statute say. The crime of prostitution is not doing the act of prostitution. It's not a crime to do the act of prostitution for the person, and you're not a person. So you need to tell the arresting officers about it. That's all I have to say. Have a great day, and I hope you digest it all. Please visit my blog, Prostitution Loopholes Exposed.